Hey everyone, welcome. I want you to take a moment and check in with yourself. Right here, right now. What's the weight you're carrying? What's that one thought? That one situation? That one person that keeps playing on a loop in your mind? The thing that, when you're alone with your thoughts, just won't let you go. For most of us, the idea of letting go of that weight feels like surrender. It feels like we're admitting defeat. We think, if I just hold on a little tighter, fight a little harder, maybe I can fix it, change it, control it. But what if that very act of clinging is the source of your suffering? What if true strength isn't found in holding on, but in the courageous, dignified act of release? Today, we're not just talking about letting go. We're exploring how to do it with your head held high. How to walk away not with a sense of loss, but with a profound sense of self-respect. We're turning to the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, not for cold comfort, but for a practical, step-by-step guide to emotional freedom. This is your journey toward living with unshakable dignity. Let's begin. Part 1. The courageous pause. Creating space for clarity. Before we can untangle ourselves from anything, we need to stop pulling on the rope. Our instincts tell us to grip tighter, to struggle more, to do something. But the Stoics understood a profound truth. Often, the wisest action is inaction, not passive wallowing, but strategic, conscious pause. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, who ruled an empire in constant turmoil, wrote this simple, powerful reminder to himself in his private journal. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The first step to wielding that power is to retreat from the noise and return to yourself. I want you to try something with me right now. Think of that situation you're struggling to release. Notice the physical sensations that come with it. The tension in your shoulders, the tightness in your chest. That's the physical cost of clinging. Now, I want you to physically create space. If you're sitting, lean back in your chair. Push away from your desk. If you're standing, take 2 deliberate steps backwards. This isn't just a physical movement. It's a neurological command to your brain. You are signaling a shift from being immersed in the problem to observing the problem. You are moving from the storm to the shore. Your first practical mission is what I call the strategic retreat. For the next 24 hours, you will commit to a 25-minute period where you go on a complete information fast regarding your problem. This means no digital archaeology. No scrolling through old photos or messages. No mental replays. When your mind starts to replay the argument or the disappointment, you gently acknowledge it and let it pass, like a cloud. No consulting the committee. No seeking validation or advice from multiple friends, which often just adds more noise. Instead, you have 2 options. First, the external walk. Go for a walk, leaving your phone behind. Your only job is to engage your senses. Count 5 different colors you see. Listen for 3 distinct sounds. Feel the air on your skin. This forces your brain out of its narrative loop and into the present, physical world. Second, the internal sit. Sit in a quiet room. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Your only task is to breathe and observe your thoughts without following them. Imagine you're sitting by a river, and your thoughts are leaves floating by. You see them, but you don't jump in the river to chase them. Why does this feel so difficult? Because we are addicted to our own dramas. We confuse ruminating with problem-solving, but rumination is just problem-solving gone haywire, spinning its wheels in the mud. This strategic retreat is you stopping the spin. It's you allowing the muddy water of your emotions to settle so you can finally see the bottom clearly. What might you see there that you've been missing in all the turbulence? A solution. An acceptance. A simple truth. This is where your practice begins. I want you to make a public commitment in the comments below. Tell us, my 25-minute strategic retreat will happen today at time, and I will be walking sitting. By declaring it, you're far more likely to do it. And after you do, come back and share one small insight. Did the problem feel smaller? Did a new feeling emerge? Let's build this momentum together. Part 2. The Sovereignty Audit. drawing the circle of your true power with a clearer mind from your pause. We can now do the most important work of letting go, distinguishing between what is yours to carry and what never was. This is the heart of Stoic wisdom. The philosopher Epictetus, who began his life as a slave, understood true freedom better than anyone. He began his teaching with this fundamental principle: some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us. Our happiness depends entirely on how well we understand this distinction. Let's do a powerful exercise called the circle of control. Get a pen and paper. Seriously, don't just think about it. The physical act of writing makes this real. Draw a large circle. Inside the circle of control, this is your sovereign territory. Write down only what you have absolute 100% command over. Your opinions, your judgments, your values, your efforts, your actions right now, your breath. This list is small, but it is immensely powerful. Outside the circle of control, this is everything else. The past, the actions and opinions of others, outcomes, reputation, the weather, the stock market. This list is infinite. Look at your page. I want you to honestly ask yourself, where have you been spending your precious energy? Have you been trying to command the ocean tides, growing exhausted and frustrated when they don't obey? Letting go with dignity is the conscious decision to pull your energy back from everything outside the circle and reinvest it entirely in what's inside. Now, let's make this actionable with a two-part ritual. Part A, the declaration of release. Look at each item outside your circle. For each one, write a formal, declarative sentence that hands it back to the universe. Instead of, "I am angry they betrayed my trust," write, "I release my demand for them to have acted differently. Their character and choices are their own." Instead of, "I'm terrified. This won't work out." Right? "I release my attachment to this specific outcome. The final result is not mine to command." Part B, the vow of focus. Now, look inside your circle. For each item, write a vow, a commitment to where you will now direct your power. As I release my anger, I vow to channel my energy into rebuilding my own integrity. As I release my fear of the outcome, I vow to focus completely on doing my part with excellence and virtue. This ritual creates a profound exchange. You are not just creating an empty space by letting go. You are actively filling that space with purposeful, powerful action that is 100% within your control. This is the essence of building a dignified life. This exercise can be light. To make it real, I want you to share one declaration of release in the comments. It could be as simple as, "I am releasing my need to control my adult son's career choices," or, "I am releasing my shame over that past mistake." By sharing, you not only solidify your own commitment, but you give others the courage to do the same. You are not alone in this. Part 3. Rewriting your narrative. The stories we cling to. We don't just cling to people or situations. We are addicted to the stories we tell ourselves about them. These stories become the lenses through which we see our entire world. And often, they are lenses of pain, victimhood, or lack. I was wronged, so I must stay angry. If I let this go, it means they won. This pain is my identity now. The Stoic practice is to become the editor of your own life's narrative. Marcus Aurelius practiced this constantly, writing down his fears to objectify them. He asked, "What is this thing in its own nature?" He stripped the story away to see the bare facts. Let's do a narrative triage. I want you to identify one core story you're telling yourself about your current struggle. Now, let's put it on the witness stand and cross-examine it with 3 questions. The truth test. Is this story an objective, factual report, or is it my interpretation, heavily edited by my emotions, fears, and past experiences? Where is the solid evidence? And where am I filling in the blanks with a negative bias? The utility test. Is this story serving me? Is it a source of strength, clarity, and forward momentum? Or is it a chain that keeps me anchored in resentment, pain, and stagnation? Does it empower me or imprison me? The compassion test. Is this story kind to me? Does it allow for my humanity, my mistakes, and my capacity to learn and grow? Or is it a harsh, unforgiving narrative that perpetuates shame? Based on your answers, it's time to write a narrative reframe. This is not about naive positivity. It's about crafting a story that is both truthful and empowering. From my business failed because I'm a failure to my first business venture did not succeed in the marketplace. It was a profound learning experience that taught me invaluable lessons about finance, marketing, and my own resilience, which I am now using to build my next chapter. From they left me because I wasn't enough to the relationship reached its natural conclusion. While painful, it has clarified my non-negotiables and shown me the depth of my own capacity to love and heal. To the Epictetus. Let's use the view from above meditation, a practice Marcus Aurelius used to gain perspective. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your problem. Now, imagine your consciousness lifting up, out of the room, above your street, your city, sea, the country, the planet. A beautiful blue sphere hanging in the vast silence of space. From here, look down at your life. See the decades, the centuries that have passed before you, and the ones that will come after. From this cosmic perspective, your struggle, while real and valid, is a single thread in an immense, beautiful tapestry. This doesn't erase your pain, but it contextualizes it. It reminds you that you are part of a grand, unfolding story, and this chapter does not define the whole book. This is deep, transformative work. If you're willing, share your reframe in the comments. You can say, old story, I am stuck. New story, I am in a period of preparation and redirection. Your courage to reframe your narrative will inspire others to pick up their own pen and start editing. Part 4. Amor Fati. The ultimate embrace of your life. This is the pinnacle of Stoic practice and the final stage of letting go with dignity. Amor Fati, which translates to a love of one's fate. This is not passive resignation. It is not saying, well, I guess I have to accept this. It is an active, passionate embrace. It is looking at everything that has happened, the joy, the pain, the rejection, the success, and saying, this is my life. I would not have it any other way, because it has made me who I am. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who was deeply inspired by the Stoics, said, my formula for greatness in a human being is Amor Fati. That one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. How do we practice this? We start by looking for the hidden gift in the obstacle. We train our minds to automatically ask, what can this make possible? How can this strengthen me? The minor irritation. You're stuck in traffic. Amor Fati responds, good. This is an unexpected opportunity to practice patience and listen to that audiobook I never have time for. The major setback. You were laid off from a job you loved. Amor Fati responds, good. I had become comfortable. This is the forced push I needed to pursue the career I was always too scared to attempt. It has shown me my resilience. When you apply this to the heart of what you need to let go of, it becomes a superpower that transmutes pain into purpose. This heartbreak happened. Good. It shattered my old understanding of love and is forcing me to build a new, more mature, more self-respecting version. It cleared out what wasn't meant for me. I experienced that failure. Good. It humbled me, it stripped away my arrogance, and taught me lessons in a way that success never could. It is the foundation of my future wisdom. Let's do the even though exercise. Complete this sentence for your current challenge. Even though this difficult thing happened, it has created the space opportunity lesson for me too. Even though my trust was broken, it has taught me the crucial lesson of setting clearer boundaries and trusting my own intuition more deeply. Even though my health failed, it has forced me to reevaluate my priorities and discover a depth of inner strength I never knew I had. This is the final stage of letting go. You are no longer just dropping a heavy weight. you are alchemizing it into fuel. You are not a victim of your past. You are the architect of your future, using every single stone, even the jagged ones, to build your fortress, your journey of release. A final charge. Letting go is not a single event. It is a lifelong practice of returning to your sovereign self. It is the courage to pause, the wisdom to audit your power, the creativity to rewrite your story, and the profound strength to love your fate. This is the path to a life of dignity. A life where you are defined not by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond with grace, virtue, and unwavering self-respect. If you want to make this a daily practice, our community is a space for daily reminders and support. If this conversation has brought you any peace or clarity, please pay it forward. Like this video to help others find it. Subscribe for more guides to living a good life. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. Now, the most important part. Your voice. What is the one insight, one commitment, or one release you are taking from our time together? The comments are your space. Let's continue this conversation and support each other. Thank you for your time and your courage. Remember, letting go is not the end of your story. It is the brave, dignified beginning of your next chapter.